Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a young boy named Alex. Alex was known for his infectious laughter and his big dreams. He was also known for his honesty. Whenever Alex made a promise, he kept it. Whenever he said he'd be somewhere, he was always on time. And whenever he said he'd do something, he saw it through to the end. One day, Alex's class went on a field trip to the Science Museum. The teacher, Miss Bell, allowed the children to look around the museum on their own as long as they stayed in their assigned group and didn't touch anything they weren't supposed to. While exploring, Alex's group came across a fossil exhibit. One of the children picked up a small rock and pretended it was a dinosaur. "Don't pick up the fossils," Miss Bell said. "We can't take anything with us from the museum." When Miss Bell wasn't looking, one of the children slipped a small stone into his pocket. Alex didn't want to break the rules, but he really liked the shiny stone. So he put it in his pocket without telling anyone. The whole way home on the bus, Alex felt bad about his tiny lie. He knew he had to come clean. When they arrived back at school, Alex told Miss Bell about the stone. He thought she would be mad, but she just smiled. "I'm glad you told me, Alex. It's important to be honest." Later that day, Alex told his parents about his field trip. "I have something to confess," he said. "I took a stone from the museum." His mom and dad were disappointed. They explained that taking things that didn't belong to him and lying about it were wrong. Then they told him that since he had confessed, they would forgive him, but he needed to make amends. The next day at school, Alex apologized to Miss Bell for taking the stone and for lying to her. She accepted his apology and told him how proud she was of him for being honest. Alex then told all his friends about what he had done. At first, they couldn't believe it. Alex was the most honest person they knew, but they were glad he'd come clean. That weekend, Alex's family went back to the museum to return the stone. When Miss Bell saw Alex, she gave him a big hug. "It's good to see you again, Alex," she said. "I'm so glad you decided to be honest." She took him and his family to the fossil exhibit where he could put the stone back. "Thank you, Miss Bell," Alex said. "I'm sorry I lied and took the stone in the first place." Miss Bell smiled and said, "It's all right, Alex. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is that you learned from yours." From that day on, Alex continued to be honest in everything he did. He knew that even though telling the truth sometimes hurt, it was always the best thing to do. Being honest also helped him make new friends and strengthen the ones he already had. And that made Alex happier than any shiny stone ever could. The end. And now, Alex, do you remember what your parents told you when you confessed about the stone? That's right. They said that even though you made a mistake, they were proud of you for being honest. Why were they proud of you? Because honesty is one of our core values. But we have more. Can you name the other two? That's right. Integrity and sincerity. We show integrity by doing what we say we will do. We show sincerity by being honest and authentic. These are the values that guide us and help us become the best versions of ourselves. So remember Alex, and remember, little ones, honesty, integrity, and sincerity go hand in hand. When we practice these values, we build trust, not just in the eyes of others, but most importantly, in our own eyes. Because when we're true to ourselves and others, we feel good about who we are. And that, my friends, is a feeling that can't be bought or sold. It's priceless.